Hi everybody, Tim here, and today we're going to be going over section 2. Our objective is to use the factor theorem to solve a polynomial equation. So what we're tasked to do is to solve the equation 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 11x plus 6 equals 0, given that 3 is a 0. So what we know from prior knowledge that a 0 is just another name for a number that we plug in to make the equation 0. So what that means is 3 is not only just a 0, it is a factor of this equation. So what that means is that 3 can be multiplied by something else and would equal this equation. So that means the first step to solving our equation is to plug in 3 and complete a synthetic division for this equation. So what we would do first, we would set up our synthetic division, which is 3 over here. We have 2, negative 3, negative 11, and 6. Then you just simply solve synthetically, which is just adding, multiplying and adding all these together. So we'll do that real quick. Okay, so we just solved synthetically, and we found that our last term right here, which is the remainder, is 0, and that's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted it to be. So now we can just add in our x's, and we can get the equation that comes out after we plug in the 3. So this would be our constant, so that wouldn't even need an x. This one's our first, but it's x to the 0th power, so that's where you start. You go from back up, so that'll be x to the 0, which means there's basically no x there. And we have x to the first and x to the second. So this comes out to 2x squared plus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. So now we can go ahead and factor this equation, which we would start with 2x. On the other side put x, and this is just a skill that we've learned, so it should be pretty easy. We get 2x minus 1 and x plus 2. So now that you have those, these are the final two factoring sets, along with our other one, which would be x minus 3, because we know that 3 is a 0. So now we can just take the zeros out and use those as solutions. So of course we have 3. This one would be negative 2. And this one would be 1/2. So those are our solutions. I hope this video was helpful. You can talk to me if you have any questions. Thank you and have a very nice day.